Sorry.
Straight in for another puff.
Straight.
Another puff?
I'm gonna put that on the start of the episode.
Hello. I remember pretending to get into hockey. And I was like, nah. Yeah, because I was like, I just like the fights.
Oh, mate.
That's all it really is.
The ice
Hockey fight. I love that though, the way in hockey, like they'll just let people punch fuck out of each other on solid ice. But then as soon as that happens in basketball and it's black fellas doing it, they go, these thugs. Hang on. It's all right when fucking...
Just start shooting them.
It's all right when Kyle from Minnesota's doing it. As soon as it's Dwayne from Harlem, you're like, this is fucking butchery. We can't be doing this.
I'd love if they done like ice hockey fights in different sports though. Do you know what I mean? Where you can just have a fucking brawl with people because you don't get any. There's no punishment, is there? Like
Table tennis.
Table tennis, yeah.
You just go off. Put your paddles down and go. We've got it. It looks like they're gonna bring it into the middle.
Just hit each other with the paddles.
Two Chinese fellas just fucking wailing on each other.
But rapid hands though, because they're fucking sick. Chess, not go off. Just smashing someone.
You ever learned how to play chess?
I had that on my phone for a bit.
I've had people. I've like a million people teach me how to play it, but
not for you.
It's something I'd love to be good at though. I'd love to be good at. They had like a big chess tournament in Liverpool like last summer. It took like the whole thing, and there was loads of tables everywhere, and then they had like a big screen, and they were just like filming like one match, like it was like the big championship.
It'd be funny if it was like a carry situation, and they went, "Oh yeah, big chess tournament up at the Liverpool One Gardens," and as soon as they were all there, they like fucking started throwing eggs at them, going, "Ah, you big nerds!" A big elaborate prank to just egg all these nerds.
So funny.
That'd be great, that wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'd love to be good at chess. Like in my primary school, they had no football team or anything. They only had like a chess club.
No way.
That was it. That's the only thing.
And they were like the cool kids in the school. They were like walking around with like Letterman jackets and stuff like that. And they got all the cheerleaders, the chess boys.
They're getting all the girls and that.
I don't know why I'm associating English schools with American schools. I think it's because we were so Americanized growing up.
Yeah.
Like I always in my head was like, I'd love to be in an American school and like see what clique I'd be in. You know what I mean? I watched Mean Girls too many times. That's all it was.
High School Musical ruined that for me. Like I couldn't wait to go to secondary school because I thought everyone just broke out into song every now and again.
Or did you think you were going to be Troy Bolton? Did you?
Nah,
he was the black best mate. With no, you're the black best mate.
The creme brulee.
Making soufflés.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, creme brulees.
Yeah, there was no other. There was just all white, weren't they? And then just one black.
There was
guy.
that black girl. I can't remember her name though.
Yeah, they were so irrelevant,
and then,
weren't they?
of course, the blacks ended up together because it was the noughties.
Because it's how it should be.
Yeah.
Disney knows that. Yeah, we had a really good school football team also, and I remember going for the trials. Didn't get near the A team, like far from like ever being accepted to the A team. Then tried for the B team again. Awful. Couldn't kick a fucking ball to save my life. And then one of the PE teachers was like, I'm going to start a rugby team. And I was like, I'll have a go. I was terrible at that, but I was dirty.
Oh, was you?
I was like, I wouldn't bottle out of a challenge.
Oh, you go.
So that was my only...
yeah, but you need that type of guy, don't you?
Was this when you were still fat as well?
Yeah, I was big.
yeah, in the scrum. No one's fucking with you then.
Yeah. To be fair, I was fat, but I was weak. Do you know, it was all chocolate fat. There was no, It wasn't like muscle fat. It wasn't like a farm boy fat. It was like
podgy,
sitting there eating fucking, just eating dairy milks and like, So yeah, I played rugby for a little bit.
Yeah, we had fuck all like sports and all. Like I remember there was like a football coach that come into the primary school, and he was like giving everyone like a football lesson, like what to do and that. The school like sorted out because my dad had fucking words with him. He was like, you've got no football team or anything. Like the kid, there's like no.
That is terrible, that, to be fair.
Yeah, it was bad. Like it was bad. And this football coach come in, he's like, oh, have you got any footballs? And the teacher went off and got like a sack of balls, right? And like opened them up, and they were like big.
Flyaways.
But they were like big, like dodgeballs. Do you know what I mean? But like they were dead light. So when they went, they were just bouncing everywhere, and like the football coach just looked at them like, are you messing? Like he only had one ball for himself.
Heavy. And
it was fucking awkward, like. Yeah.
One ball for the whole school.
It was rough, man. Such a shit fucking school.
Hey, at least just fucking got on the telly though.
Oh, that was the secondary school. Then again, that was like High School Musical, to be fair.
Kind of was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because when I know we've mentioned it last episode, or maybe you haven't seen that one, but we talked about Callum's experience when Grease the Scream Musical came in. And it seemed like every kid in that school was like, Hollywood, you know what I mean? Like dying to be like the lead.
Yeah, it was so fucked up.
Do you remember the puppet kid? It was in a different school. Like I showed you the clip.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
that killed me. That you were just seeing you film it like off your telly, and you're going, just laughing at some kid with the.
I love that. Me and Zoe the other day watched Super Sweet 16.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
some fucking brats on there.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
but just so out of touch.
Yeah.
These people like, I didn't want that Mercedes. You're like, what? I wanted a fucking pig Hummer. Like, you've got a Porsche. Oh my god, there was a funny one though where it was like this music producer's kid, and like Pharrell and all that show up, and she gets, and like they pull this present out, and it's like like a tricked out bike, like what gangsters used to ride in like LA and Compton and that. It's one of them, and she's like made up with it. And then they go, oh, here's his second present, And this girl goes, maybe she got a silly ass skateboard. And I was like, she's done it in there. She's done it in. There was another Mexican kid who went in and and she weren't happy about the centerpieces on the table. Oh. So she was like, I can't, these are not the centerpieces I wanted on the table. So she screamed, full on screaming in her ma's face about these centerpieces. And then runs up to her dad and she goes, these are not the centerpieces I wanted. If we keep these centerpieces, you've got to give me $3,000. And the dad, an absolute fucking just pathetic fella, just goes, okay, yeah, all right, we'll have that, and we'll give you $3,000. And her face just goes like immediately. And you're like, these kids. I was saying, like, do you think they, in years gone by, like they watch that back and go, they feel mortified, or is that just like normality to them? They're like, well, it was me 16th.
Yeah, it's so normal. Like, kids are so fucked up now. Like, that's what I worry about having kids. Like, because you can like, they could be sound, but they could just be fucking tapped in the head.
Yeah.
I used to have a bit about that, about if you have a kid and he's a serial killer. It was like, because Jeffrey Dahmer's dad, when you watch the documentary, Jeffrey Dahmer's dad was like a nice guy. Do you know what I mean? And then Jeffrey Dahmer went on to kill all these people. So like, when Jeffrey Dahmer's dad's trying to live his life, and he go, what you saying him? And he goes, oh, Dahmer. And they go, oh, you sick fuck. What'd you do? Did you touch him, did you? Is that what you made him the man he was? And he's like, I played catch with him. I took him fishing. What more did you want me to do? It was him.
I mean, like, if he's gone, like, at least he was good at it.
He was great.
You know
until he got
like,
caught.
if you're going to have a serial killer son, you want them to be good.
Or at least prolific.
Yeah, like, there was one in America, and he was called Lord Ass. Have you seen him?
Oh,
that
yeah.
was his nickname.
I never used a bit about that as well. Yeah, it was a great bit, yeah.
Big fat serial killer called Lord Ass.
His nickname was Lord Ass.
Yeah. And he used to follow women and that back to theirs and stuff. And like hide in the house and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but if you're getting caught and catched by a serial killer called Lord Ass, like, you deserve to die.
Yeah. Also, what's he hiding as? The fucking wardrobe?
Yeah, exactly. Just hearing like heavy breathing and that.
I felt like someone was in the room. It was he stank. Smell like
the lampshade on his head.
Was that the Turtle fella? Was there another one called Turtle?
I don't know.
That might
have been like another of his nickname. He had like quite a few.
There's a show on Netflix now called I Am Stalker, and it's true accounts of like fellas who've stalked women and went to jail for it, and been charged with aggravated stalking, and the fellas are like weirdly not proud of it, but I think maybe because they're just getting a bit of attention, and it is terrifying, to be fair. Like I think men take for granted how fucking scary it can be when you've just got a full-grown man who you can't stop physically, and he's like, no, but I really like you. Yeah. And I'm really gonna make you like I'm gonna get in there, and it's fucking terrifying, to be fair, when you watch it back.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
Have you ever had a lot of unwanted attention from a lad where you're like, listen, I'm fucking
gay.
I'm not that way inclined. Yeah.
No, not like one guy. Like, I get it a lot, like when I'm out, but I can usually handle that. I've not had any stories like that, but I know a lot of women that have
horrific shit. And then apparently it's so common. Like when you speak to girls, they go, "Oh yeah, I've been stalked," and you're like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, I think it's from
like guys who haven't had like like affection growing up and stuff, and then like a girl's just nice to them once, and then they're she must love me, so now we're meant to be together.
Apparently, by law, the fella was saying, and this is a stalker saying, he said, by the law in America, it's 2 unwanted contacts is considered stalking. And I was like, well, I've stalked a couple.
Yeah, the new law does. There's the picture of you from school just up there.
Butter bum.
Butter bum. Butter bum.
Like, should we watch it? Should we watch an old movie? Like, leave me alone.
Butter bum.
So I got Netflix again, and I was like, why have I bought Netflix? Shit, I've got a funny box there. I can watch anything on.
Funny box?
You know, like a dodgy box.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I there's a category called older movies, and I may have watched half of them. It's quite sad, really. It's quite sad. I just sit there and watch old movies and smoke weed.
You just get like random sports on it as well. Like, or like the mad like Russian ones, you know, they fight in like a phone box and that.
Yeah.
Have you never seen them?
No.
It's wild.
That's an actual thing.
Yeah.
What?
Please YouTube phone box fight.
Yeah. Russians are crazy. They have like ones where they do like people dress up as like superheroes and get them in a cage, and they have like MMA fights. Like there was someone dressed as Spider-Man, and then they do like ones where it's like 4v1. Like all them ones.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're heavy. Yeah, and then it'll just be like, we've got 2 midgets on the card here. And you're like, only in Russia could you get away with that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This is it. Look at that.
Oh. Boy. Oh, there's you.
Butter bum.
Butter bum in the phone box.
Look at this, mate.
Jesus Christ.
How desperate do you want to break through to the scene?
That's terrifying.
Pause that, please, Liv.
Yeah,
you know when you think these lads grow up and they're like, right, I'm gonna train my hardest, and then I'm gonna work me to the UFC, and then I'm gonna be a fucking heavyweight world champion. I want to be a world champion. And they go, right, both of you in this phone box. And you're like, what? And they go, yes, the phone box fight.
Yeah, like,
I was using my Middle East voice then for the Russians.
Have you seen the one they do in a car where they both have the seatbelts on?
No way! Get it off now.
what am I typing in here?
I don't know what it would be called. It'd just be
car fighting Russia.
Car fight Russia. Yeah, they're literally just sat with seatbelts on,
and then they're like, unbuckle it and then do each other in.
But like people just grab the belt and just fucking choke them out and shit, mate. It's wild.
Remember I showed you loads of them Russian press.
Oh my god!
Remember I showed you.
That's it. Car jiu-jitsu.
Oh, this is how to. I want the actual fight.
No, this is a great clip. Oh, it's jiu-jitsu in it. Yeah.
This looks like dogging.
Just start kissing.
This is fit as fuck. Look at his toe.
Oh, you got him in a toe lock.
Just closing his head in the glovey.
Bang.
Head in the sunroof.
Oh, that's a man and a girl as well.
Right,
amazing.
The actual fight. I love how it's like safety first.
Round 1.
It's such a Russian thing, innit? It's like 2 Russian fellas have had a fight in a car once and went, this should be a sport. This should be a proper sport.
This is why it's like it's terrifying going to war with them, because they can fight you in any situation.
Russians,
this is training.
That's what I mean. Phone booth, I'll fuck you up in it.
They're just not to be trifled with, are they, Russians?
No.
Very stern, strong people, used to the cold. Do you see Conor Burns is a Scottish comedian, really, really good, by the way. You should look him up. Did you see his rant the other day? And he's talking about like old English guys going like, oh yeah, you fight for your country. We did it back in our day, and he's like, but what are we fighting for now? Like fucking my 0-hour contract, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Rishi Sunak, like what am I actually fighting for? Like I can't afford a fucking house now. What am I actually fighting for? It was a great point anyway.
Yeah, fuck. That's why I'd like, you know, like back in like when like the Vikings were about and shit, and it's like Mercia and like all like different parts of the UK where like everyone was just so separate.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, fuck the South. Wales, like I'm not bothering with anyone. Mercia was like just on its own, chilling, like all like the north.
Wales, man.
Wales was sick. They were really cool. Scotland was like not being fucked with as well.
Scotland were the best. Scotland were the best. What did Wales ever have a fucking William Wallace or something like that? You can take our lives, but you'll never take our sheep, assholes. Welsh people are fucking. I mean, I don't want to say anything too bad about the Welsh. I mean, there's probably a few handy ones out there. Joe Calzaghe being one of them.
He'll be coming for you.
But they've always been like kind of a second thought Wales, haven't they? In the UK.
Yeah.
Have you seen the interviews where they go to America, point Wales out on a map, and they're just like putting it Australia and like, isn't this?
I fucking love Wales though. Like, I'd happily move there.
Oh my god, what's depressing that, lads?
Why is it depressing?
Because it's shit. It's fucking crap, lads. Yeah.
I don't know. I love trees, mate.
Yeah, we've got
trees are sick.
Oh, lad, there's trees in England.
Yeah, but the poo.
What's the difference between an English tree and a Welsh tree?
Welsh trees
just a sheep's been bums on one in Wales.
Yeah, exactly.
Being anti-Welsh here, sorry.
I know. Stop being nasty to the Welsh.
I got rejected by a Welsh bird once.
What happened there?
She went, no, you're not my brother. That's a clip. We were talking about Vikings and shit like that. Me and Callum touched on this a long time ago doing a podcast, but if you could drop yourself, live in history, and just not to like live in there, but just to observe, what period would you go back to?
Egypt.
Yeah,
I've just got so many questions.
It's a great show, to be fair, because it's like that. You know, the pyramids were made. You could settle that argument.
I'd shag Cleopatra.
You'd shag Cleopatra. Have a bath of milk with her. She used to bathe in goat's milk.
Did she? Yeah. Is that why she was dead sexy?
Apparently, that's why she was potent. Yeah.
Yeah. Potent.
Yeah.
Egypt's a shout. I'd love to go there.
That's a great show, to be fair.
I need to know how the pyramids. It doesn't make any sense.
You've got to establish yourself as an Egyptian, or otherwise you're a slave like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that because I'm light, and so was Cleopatra, that I'd be able to get away with it.
Amy Winehouse makeup and you're fucking there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I reckon I could. Do you know
in ancient Egypt when the pharaohs would die, the slaves or the like servants would just get buried with them alive.
Would they? Yeah. Mate, it was all fucked. Like, they would bury them with like all the possessions and that, wouldn't they? So like, you get to take up into like the afterlife and stuff.
But they'd also bury the slaves with them, so they'd be like, they'll be with you as well. And they're like, please no. And it's just pouring concrete on them, like, Larry, she's a pharaoh.
What would you get buried with for the afterlife?
Big fucking blood, lad.
Bag of coke and that.
Little bump. I don't know, maybe like... what was I get buried with? What was I want in the afterlife?
Yeah.
Fucking gun.
Go
mad up there. Start killing people in heaven. They go to super heaven after. Go and shoot John Lennon again. He's like, come on. Not again. You said we could take one thing. I've just got the whole of heaven to a gunpoint. Anybody moves.
Yeah, you'd be on a full-on rampage up there.
It's like that South Park episode, remember when the alien comes down? And his name's like Farty McGigsax or something like that, and he's got a gun. But he's just got a gun, and like there's like thousands of people watching him, and he goes, hey! It's like, nobody move! And then I go, oh! Yeah, so I'd take a gun to heaven, and I'd chicken out some people. Like, if Mother Teresa was there, I'd be like, no, she was a cunt, didn't she? I'd go around and correct her.
Yeah. Who was the one with the lantern?
Florence Nightingale.
Yeah, she was a prick as well.
Yeah, you mentioned this the other week.
Sure, she was like dead racist.
Mother Teresa was the worst.
Fuck her as well then.
You know Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
She, the only pictures of her is when she looks like a raisin. That woman. She'd look after like sick kids and that. That was like her big thing. But she was so religious. When these kids were like in fucking agonising pain, she'd be like, oh no, don't give them any painkillers because it's not holy. Like it's not God's work, so you can't give them any drugs to help with the pain. And then as soon as she was sick, she was like, give me all the drugs. So she was a cunt as well. Yeah. They all, I mean, look at the fucking people, you know what I mean? Hawking, there was a movie about him, The Theory of Everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, everyone was like, when he died, we were like, oh, what a mind that's lost to the world. One story comes out about him fancying midgets. We just rope him with a Kyle Legacy.
Yeah,
but isn't it mad that his like all his work now is like overshadowed by what he went to Epstein's Island?
Yeah, it's fuck like it. But like, what that like he figured out loads of shit about like the universe and that way, innit?
Yeah.
I actually don't know what he did.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to guess here.
I think he was a physicist.
He was
yeah.
a physicist.
Whatever that
He
means.
wasn't always in a wheelchair though, was he?
No, and then he trained himself to like breathe because of
There's probably people watching this thinking, you fucking idiot.
Oh,
they know what he's actually did.
We're all absolute mongs.
Yeah. This is not a podcast for physicist chat.
Don't come here for information. We just do mad accents and just call each other dates.
Do LaQuisha.
Keegan, do something racist then quick. Let's get off topic.
Do the eyes.
Let's get back on track with a Nigerian accent.
What was the shit about Vince McMahon anyway? Because you're going to tell me about that.
Yeah, so
Has he been doing some seedy shit?
Yeah, so it's all collapsed on Vince McMahon. If you don't know who Vince McMahon is, he was the owner of WWE, like the wrestling thing, and he used
said that like it was a question.
Yeah, WWE, and he was like the boss of WWE of the wrestling thing in America, and he used to play a character on WWE of like the commissioner. And he was like this cunt, like this billionaire cunt who was like mates Donald Trump. And it came out now that like, he was doing some fucking horrible shit behind the scenes. The biggest thing, I watched the video on him yesterday, and this lad's talking, one of this girl's claims is he would shit on people's heads. So he'd have
was he like walking past them?
He'd have threesomes with these women who worked at WWE, and while someone else was having sex with them, he would just squat over them and shit on their heads. And like make them stay there with poo in the hair and stuff like that. And I mean, probably not the funniest fucking thing, but
that's mental. Yeah. How long was he doing that for?
Yeah. I don't know, a long time, I imagine.
Yeah, and he only stopped because his wife found out and threatened to divorce him. And that's and then he fired.
So is this all true? Is this all?
Allegedly.
Claim,
right, okay.
The woman's claiming this.
But I saw something that he was giving them gifts of like he'd buy them BMW, like loads of surgery. He'd buy them surgery. He bought this one woman 2 private chefs, and then when he stopped paying for this stuff, they went, well, I'm just going to tell everyone what happened. So it's kind of that moral conundrum of she was like, shit on me hair all you want, as long as you're paying for me fucking chefs and me Botox and me car. But as soon as that goes, she's like, he's shat in me hair. It's like, well, hang on, if you were that bothered, you know what I mean, surely you'd say that even when you were getting the gifts.
Would you get shat on? For money,
For money, My life for 250 quid right now, I get shot in my mouth.
Right, we'll be right back.
Shit in my mouth for £250.
Come back, Ian's got pure pink eye and that.
Super bright pink eyes.
Just tearing, just like... that is crazy. So did he like shit on wrestlers as well?
No.
Like just kill them on the Big Show's chest.
Well, it's a big poop. I don't think he messed with the wrestlers like divas and stuff like that. I mean, maybe he did. I haven't read the thing, but it was usually like predatory men do that. It's like women who work for them and like vulnerable women who think, you're not going to tell anyone this, or he's been done for human trafficking because you don't have to transport women in fucking shipping containers to be a class as human trafficking. You can basically go, I've got this bird who'll have a threesome with us. That's human trafficking. If you go and shag him for me, or you're fired, that's human trafficking.
So he was doing all that type of shit, yeah.
Vince, yeah.
Fuck me.
No chance! That's what you got! That was walking music.
Oh my god, I didn't know all that.
And apparently all these famous wrestlers that have done shit with him, all that's about to come out soon. Isn't it mad? All these fucking lists are coming out recently.
Not Rey Mysterio. He was the one.
Well, they wouldn't know his mask.
He's smashed it. He's fucking absolutely smashed it.
Oh, and John Cena.
Yeah. As if I've only just clocked that. Because you can't see him. You get it? That's great lift. That's great lift. I love that. Rey Mysterio is funny because Rey Mysterio genuinely could just Kaiser Soze and just take his mask off and everyone would be like, is that amazing? And just not know who he is at all.
Oh, it's mental.
Yeah, it's heavy.
So I just wanted it. Yeah. It was like because he was always like, I never even watched it when I was growing up, and he did some really suspect things. It was because it was like the early 90s or the early 2000s or whatever. Sorry, late 90s, early 2000s. It was very like risque, and I remember there was a scene where he pretends that Brock Lesnar's raping his daughter.
What?
Stephanie McMahon. That was it. I remember that. I remember watching that
Some
as a
of them
kid.
storylines were wild.
They were, mate.
They were so like because you're watching it as a kid as well, and so it's obviously gonna fucking
It was
start.
funny as shit as a kid.
Yeah, I had so many bone-ons watching it.
I remember us talking about it in like the first episode, Tori Wilson and all that, and
Which one was Tori Wilson?
like the blonde, like California. Yeah, look a live ride on it.
Yeah.
Tori Wilson was
there
amazing.
some mental ones. Remember which one was it? Kurt Angle where they done like a storyline where he died?
He broke his neck.
Was it his neck?
I think he broke his neck. Yeah, I think that was it. He may have actually.
I'm sure there was one where like that would have been like fucking Undertaker or some shit.
That was Tori Wilson.
Oh yeah.
I think it was just like when I was a young kid from Kirktown, like I'd never seen like a Californian blonde woman like that before, and I was like, wow, is that what they look like? They do, yeah.
Yeah.
She was my queen. But I was never thinking, like, I remember being a kid going, I imagine he's a cunt behind the scenes, him. And stories came out about him being really vicious, firing people and stuff like that. But it was the shitting on the head thing that really made me go, damn.
Has he stepped down now?
Yeah, so he's not the CEO anymore. They have been sold to UFC, WWB. As a company, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so the guys who own UFC now own WWB.
Yeah, they've put out a statement saying that Vince no longer deals with the day-to-day and stuff like that.
Day-to-day.
Well, right, fuck me.
Yeah.
I hope so, yeah.
That's crazy.
But it all stays quiet because he makes everyone sign an NDA in it.
That's
so
it. It was the NDAs.
Like,
It was the NDAs, yeah. And apparently, like, people are going, oh, but what she says will not be, what's it called? It won't be taken seriously in court because she broke her NDA. Like, breaking an NDA is worse than shitting on someone's fucking head. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, she shot on her head, but she said she wouldn't gas.
Pinky promise.
You pinky promised. You pinky promised you wouldn't tell me what I said in your head. Imagine that was your thing, by the way, shitting on heads. I've never got scat stuff like shitting on people.
No.
Golden showers, pissing on
I know
people.
a few people are into that.
Really?
You know a few people?
Yeah.
Really?
Do I know them?
Yeah. Oh.
But one of them said that she got into it because she sucked. Nah.
Do I? Well, yeah, I knew that.
She got into it because she sucked a lad off after he just got back from a wee and tasted a little bit of wee on his willy, and then she was like, oh, I kind of like that. And then she was just proper into getting pissed on, yeah.
Like the taste of it, or getting
just pissed on, like
I was going to say, I think I'd let a girl piss on me, but I don't know.
It depends what type of pee it is, though. Like if it's like the hangover one, you know, it's just stanking.
I'd have to be fucked as well, man.
Needs to be clear.
Do you know what?
You
No,
need
not
to
slightly
flush yourself out of it.
No, actually, I think I'd be like, yeah. And then as soon as it happens, I'd be no.
Just waterboarding yourself.
Where are my goggles?
I'd be like, oh my god, sugar puffs.
Mate, that sugar puff wheeze like deadly, innit?
Yeah. I don't think I can't remember the last time I had sugar puffs.
When I was in primary school.
Yeah, definitely.
Like them boys' urinals just stunk of sugar puffs.
When you go to breakfast club and you get a look at every
just smelly wheeze everywhere.
Just 20-11-year-old shoveling sugar puffs. Yeah. And sugar puffs was so nice. I don't know if anyone else used to do this. If you did comment below, I'd have a bowl. I'd have a bowl.
Yeah, this is the type of engagement we want.
I'm genuinely want to know if I was the only one who did this. I'd have a bowl of sugar puffs. I'd get halfway, because I wasn't doing them that much. I'd get halfway down and I'd go back and fill the rest up. So I'd just have more sugar puff.
Yeah, that's what you do with cereal.
No, but then I wouldn't put any more milk in, so it was like dry sugar puffs.
Oh no, that's rough.
So I had really yeasty piss.
Did you ever wee with your pants by your ankles?
Probably when I was really young.
Yeah, I might bring that back. You know, like just do
if we were on a night out, lads, and you were in a boozer and did that, I would fucking crying.
It's just you walking into the urinal and I've just got me bum out. I'm gonna do it next time we're out.
Please, Callum, but your kicks have got to be to your ankles.
Everyone's down, top up, just peeing like that. And I'll start a conversation with someone, like just a
Such a
casual
funny
one.
thing,
Like, have a good night, yeah.
So regret getting my belly out there. What was the thing?
I'll blare it. I'll make it look like a Japanese porno. I'll just get you that big.
It just gets flagged up by YouTube. Like, no, that's indecent. You can't.
Nudity.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we just can't have that on YouTube. Kids might see this. Kids might see that fucking
Butterbum's belly.
Yeah. Stretch lines like a fucking, like I've had about 14 kids.
That'd fucking kill me, like, you know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, do miss being a kid though. Just no fucking worries or anything. Getting your bum out.
Playing out.
Play out was fucking fast.
Yeah.
Is Tom coming out?
Yeah.
I never.
He's grounded.
I know. I never once was dead funny. We went we knocked at this lad called Kane. We knocked at his house. As my aunt's home, we went. And we didn't say he's playing out. We just went. Is Kane there? And she went, I know he's playing in today. And we just went, okay, yeah. And then for fucking 8 years, it was like, he plays in. What are you doing? Playing house all the time, you fucking quick.
There was some random lad who used to just roam the street. They used to have like that one kid who was just always out, just roaming the streets and that.
Yeah.
Like his name was Josh, and he had 7 fingers, right? And he was like, I don't want to say what he looked like because it might be offensive.
Say it.
Do it.
Do you know what I mean?
Do
Like,
it.
Imagine the most offensive looking person.
Do it.
I can't. Go on.
I know,
What
yeah.
does it look like?
Just mad.
Do it. With
No, he looked mad.
Do it with the eyes.
Just ugly as fuck.
Yeah, like pure like.
Just a bit of a gongolo.
He looked burnt. Do you know what I mean? Like that type of vibe.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Like a bit like a bit like a lasagna.
Like the top of a lasagna.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And he went missing. And so everyone was trying to find him, and they found him in a ditch. He fell into a ditch, but he couldn't get back out because of his hands. He couldn't climb.
Just clawing that mud. A ditch boy. What do you mean, by the way, what do you mean he fell into a ditch? Where do you live in fucking Eastern Europe? You know what I mean? There's just ditches in the middle of the road.
No, it wasn't in the middle of the road.
But you lived in like a nice area.
Nah, Morton. Mean streets of Morton.
Don't make out that you was some fucking. I'm still having
I
that
don't make out
boxing shit.
anything, I'm just saying.
I can't wait to address that boxing shit as well.
Why?
That dummy head in the last episode. Have you ever seen me more exacerbated than that in my life?
Never.
And I was like, I used to do boxing, and I went,
Yeah,
Let's get you both in a phone box right now.
just Callum's bog. Just fucking punch each other's heads in.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking. I used to do man hunt. Man hunt was our game.
Oh, that was the fucking.
yeah.
I had, and I'll be honest, I was really lucky with my like area where I grew up because it was just full of fucking kids my age and older. It was just, and we were out all the fucking time. If you went up, luckily I lived. There was a park right behind my house. Well, you know, adjacent, you know, not far. And if you went there was someone there. One of your mates were there. You'd either play footy. As the day would go on, like, and the kids would take his ball in, you'd be like, right, man hunt. And it'd be 20 of you. If anyone hasn't played man hunt before, it was kind of just an excuse to beat each other up, weren't it? So what our rules for man hunt once was, and I mean, there'd be 30 odd kids, one person to get picked for man hunt, and you all go in eyes, or it'd be like an area, and you go, right, you can't go past this street.
Yeah.
You can't go past that, but it'd be a good little area of like, shit.
Did you only have one person on? Yeah, but
what we do is, so you find someone, you tag them, they're part of your team then. So then you've got to go and get everyone else, and it got violent fast. It got violent fast. They were like some of my best fucking memories, just going out, playing man hunts. And
yeah, they were like the best. There was no worries with anything.
No.
Like, you're just out with your mates all the time. Like, as soon as the sun got up, you were just fucking out and about.
Go to school, 3 o'clock, bink.
Yeah.
Bit of Scooby-Doo. Some sugar puffs.
Have a piss.
Second bowl of sugar puffs.
Yeah.
Big old piss. And then you go out and just play man and get battered by people.
Yeah, our road was a bit shit for like kids though. Like there was like so many different age ranges, so like everyone just like people like grew out of it by the time like I was out on the street. Do you know what I mean? So there was like a few of us. Then there was like around the next road there was like other kids, but we had like a bit of like a beef with them.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Turf war.
Little turf war, little like rival street gang.
Our street was boss, mate. It was like, you've seen my street, haven't you? St. Agnes.
Yeah,
It's only a small little terraced house street, but there was like, I remember that you're gonna laugh at it. There was Niall, and then there was Billy, and there was like Jared, and they were older lads, and then there was like Matthew down the road. There was so many kids, and there was this one time, Jared, he was an older Scottish lad. He was only in the street for like a couple of years. He was like in trouble all the time, fucking stealing cars and that. But he was like an older Scottish lad, and he had boxing gloves, and he used to make us fight each other. So like, it'd be like me versus Billy.
How old was he?
He was well older than us. He was, say if we were 11, he was 15.
Oh shit!
He was 15.
That's such a big jump.
Yeah.
Like when you're that age,
he knew we were little shit as well. So, but he'd be like, right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Long story short, I had a really good like group of fucking lunatics to get out with, which was nice. Like I feel like I had a proper childhood.
Yeah,
Climbing trees, breaking bones.
I feel like you wouldn't have had any like bullies though, would you? Like on the street.
Yeah.
Did you have any?
Fucking plenty of them, man.
Yeah.
Plenty.
I just thought because you all like fight.
No.
But you have like proper street beefs.
No, we I mean, I think we were all like not soft. I think we were all like kids who could handle ourselves, but there was still like, you'd meet a lad who was just dragged up by like a bit of a nasty family, and you were like, oh, he's not arsed, what happens to him? He will go to jail. Like, he just doesn't care. Yeah,
we had one lad like that, and I remember he robbed my mate's push bike, and he was like pedaling off with it, and when he was like charging at me, and I just stood in front of him with my hands out like that, and his handlebars hit me palms, and he just flew over the top of me, got up and just started strangling me.
Yeah.
he was a psychopath.
Strangle's a weird choice, isn't it?
Yeah, we come round to mine once for dinner.
I've done that before, where you like make mates with a fucking kid who you shouldn't make mates with.
Yeah. And we had potato smileys and beans, and then he had like this big magnet, and I remember he just went over to me telly and just started doing that on the telly, and I was just sat there like, what am I gonna do? Like, do you know what I mean?
He's just scrambling the telly.
Yeah, he was fucking mental.
Dad came, he's like, what the fuck's going on? Swastika paint into the telly.
But when he was doing it, he was looking at me going, ha, how much fun? I was like,
I never have a mates like that where you were like, I'm only your mate because it's probably better for me to be your mate than not.
Yeah, there was loads like that. There was some mad kids. Like there was these two kids in primary school, like a boy and girl, and they were like the bullies of like the
twins.
No, they were just like mates.
That'd be fun.
But they were just mates. Like she had like a dead long ponytail.
Lesbian.
And 100%.
But didn't like quite figure it out yet.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them.
When she figured it out, it turned into a plot.
She was like the only one. She was like the only one who was allowed to wear whatever shoes she wanted.
In school.
Or even the teachers were scared of her. She had Doc Martens on.
Yeah.
And we were playing a British Bulldog, and she was on the other team, and I ran over, and she just booted me square in the chest with these Doc Martens on. And I was just lying on the floor going, good one, Vicky. I was like, look how much fun we're having.
We're friends, right?
Yeah, it was chaos at school.
I remember going to like Bootle, because Bootle was like right next to Kirkdale. I remember going to Bootle once, and there was this girl, she was like a bit of a manhead, and she just beat me up because apparently she fancied me, but she didn't know how to show it. So she'd come over and just like Canelo shots to the kiddies. I was like, oh! And then she'd be like, I fancy you. I'd be like, I don't like you. You fucking beat the fuck out of me. She just didn't know how to show it. You know, all that stuff like, oh, if he pulls your hair, he likes you. I never did any of that.
No.
You know what I mean? It was just...
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird way you show affection, innit?
Yeah.
That's probably like, people probably still do that now, like. A lot of times you admit me. All the fights you have with lads, do you reckon it's because you fancy them?
You know, I haven't looked into it. Like, maybe that I'm just fucking deeply repressed.
Dead gay, just fighting lads all the time.
Just fighting the gay off. That's what I'm doing.
Get off me!
By beating them up, I beat the gay out of me. Yeah, man, loads of footy. What about you, Liv? What did you do?
Played Kirby. Kirby was a good
was
one.
The one.
Yeah, loved Kirby. And then also used to break into abandoned places. That was
nice.
That was always a good show.
Times.
Always.
All the time. And it'd be just like debris, bait, wood. And it'd be just gaff. That was one of my first bits as well. Like a while ago, when I first started stand up, about taking over Smackhead's territory. when we were kids, and then the smackheads would come back. And we'd be like, Jaws, no. And I was like, based on true shit. You know, the more I look back at like my first stand when I was like 19, I'm like, there was some solid premises there. Some really solid premises, but I just didn't have the ability to make them into good jokes.
And just go back to it.
No.
Nah, that's what you do, innit? Like, you get better as a comic, and then you can... Because, like, I think everyone's like that. You always have, like, good ideas. And I think as well, like, when you start watching stand-up, I think sometimes you start doubting... Because like when you first start, you're like, oh, I can just talk about whatever I want.
Yeah,
then you start watching people and you're like, oh, no, maybe I shouldn't do that.
I remember like the blind, like, creativity I had when I went into it. Like, I'd sit down for an hour and write an hour of stand-up. Like, no, you know what I mean? But I'd write for an hour.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? The fact I'm going to write a joke now, I'm like, ugh. I'm going to fucking do me craft. Ugh, I hate this. I get like a proper comment if I have to write now. Unless it's like something I'm really excited about. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, get this down. But if I try and sit down and go like, you know, like a job, and I go, right, I'm going to write for an hour here. My brain just goes, no, this is like school. You can't do this.
It's the distractions though, innit? Like that's why I go coffee shops, me, I'm right there. Because I feel like if I'm in public and I'm like, oh, everyone's watching me wondering like what I'm writing.
I used to do that in pubs.
Yeah.
But I'd like pretend to write and just bevy on my own.
Yeah.
And then it gets to like 4 pints and I'm just texting people like, you're out. And then it ends up with a fucking mad one. Not one joke written.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I could get bladdered and write. I've never tried that, to be fair.
You'd make memories to be able to have a premise for a joke, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Get into some situations.
I used to like having a joint and going for a walk. I used to do that at night.
Oh, yeah, because you've got a joke that sort of starts.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
I know what you mean by that, but I used to, like, if I ever used to go, right, I'll have a drink, go for a walk, I've finished the drink and go, I want to go home now. It's not as if I had a drink and then enjoyed the walk. As soon as I finished the drink, I was like, I've got a PlayStation and I was like, what am I doing on fucking Stanley Road?
Yeah, you just gotta keep walking dead far away.
But then you've got to but then when you get there, you go, I've got to go back now. That's why I hated jogging. That's why I hated exercise.
God, I was just about to say that.
I hated that because you'd be like, right, health kick. I'm going to go down there. Because to be fair, it's good by ours because you've got the canal.
Yeah.
And you can just run to like Bootle and then back and it's really good for running. But as soon as you'd run there, you go, I've got to go back now.
Yeah. Do you ever go on a jog and you need a shit? Just like halfway through and you're like, oh no.
I got to find a pub at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, getting back in. I need to start jogging again though. Like my fitness is fucking horrific, you know.
I'm so hard.
I went down one flight of stairs, yeah, and I was gassing.
Yeah,
mate, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm there. I've got a mate there, Kevin, who's like really fit and like does loads of boxing training. And stuff like that. Punch his fucking head in. Punch his little fucking gay head in. Don't clip that. I'm gonna punch his little gay head in.
That'd be so funny, you in a press conference. You know, like in the UFC. It's like, oh, what are you gonna do to him? I'm gonna bend him over and pull him in. Yeah, just 3 rounds.
Suck your balls, like your balls suck. Not really, no.
In the face off, you're just going.
You get chinned. You just would get chinned. Do you know what? I don't like my balls being incorporated.
That was a big word for you. What the fuck?
That was, yeah.
I know loads of big words.
Yeah.
Can you spell them though?
Not a chance. I can say them. I am one of them people. I speak my accent's so thick. So when I say a word more than 2 syllables, you're just like, whoa. That's brilliant.
Go Tom. What do you mean your balls incorporated?
I don't like when people put the balls in my mouth or my balls in their mouth. Gay boy. But then I'd batter them out in it. I'd punch the bloody balls right in.
Like one of them speedballs.
Berge. I think Berge is a good Berge, you know, because it comes back off the wood. Yeah, I don't like my balls being sucked. Is the main caveat from that. Caveat? Like that one?
Oh.
Yes, Tom.
I've seen films. I've seen films where they say them words. I can do that.
Why don't you like your balls being sucked?
I don't know, it just doesn't feel great.
No.
To me, no. Because everyone's lying if they go. I mean, there's parts of a thing about it's a bit dirty. Do you know what I mean? That's probably the thrill of it.
Your balls.
But there's no minty. Just fluff. Yeah, but it's like you get no sensation from it. It's just a mental thing in it of like.
But it depends on your sensation in it.
Yeah, but you haven't got receptors in your balls that like feel anything.
Yeah,
they're just.
That's why fellas get the balls kicked in.
No, they don't.
Yeah, you do.
Your ball sack is just a sack of. It's just a skin sack. There's no way I could touch your bollocks to make you be like, oh, this
do
is
it.
amazing. Do it. You dangle them in front of the lens.
Oh,
that'd be funny if they just came into shot. They just slowly came down from the lifted. Live, clip some balls into this, just coming down.
Wait, why is this my job? Why am I going to clip the balls?
We've got an editor now,
yeah, look at the editor throw balls. Oh, remember that old woman who got airlifted?
Oh.
Mate, I think about that video at least once every 2 weeks.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it one more time.
It makes me so happy.
Let's watch it one more time. I wonder if she's okay now.
No, she died.
She got vertigo for days.
I'm sure she died.
Yeah, she died when she was in the thing.
When she was getting spun?
Yeah.
So this is we're just going to watch a woman dying here?
Yeah, but it's funnily. funny.
Don't touch me, gay boy. I'm just going like 180 now.
Yeah.
I gotta like this off here.
Done in here.
What's the last time you had a mullah yogurt? What flavour was it?
The digestive, the strawberry.
No. The chocolate balls are the best. Balls. See, I'm balls.
The little chocolate dick balls.
just black guys balls. I mean, here we go.
Oh my, I love.
So what, she died like a couple of days after this?
I think so. Yeah. It's because of this though.
Yeah.
She had the old bad
This is insane.
I fucking love this.
It's got the same fucking speed as a helicopter.
There he goes.
Oh my god, look at it.
Let him down. No take off. That's fucking terrible.
Look at them still going.
They're just gonna fly off with them.
It's the bit where they go, definitely passed out by now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is horrific.
Oh my god, that's absolutely killed me.
I do love that clip. That is a
I don't get why they didn't put it in the helicopter.
I don't know. Yeah. Just land. I think it was because it was mountainous terrain. They couldn't land. So they were like, we'll hover, we'll get it strapped in the thing, and then we'll airlift it.
I've seen them do that as well, like spinning.
When you're in the park with the round,
Spin me. You do the run and then let go. That was an OG one.
One thing I always wanted to be able to do in a playground, and I've never done it, was a backflip off the swing. You know when you're swinging?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so jealous of kids who could do that.
No. I mean, to be fair, our park was like, every time you get there, you'd be like, bastard. And they would just, when they were just curled up. They were just curled up and you were like, oh, shit.
Yeah, we had it. I remember when we got like a big spider web.
Oh, yeah, they were sick.
We never had one of them.
I could never get to the top. I was so
We just had football field, which was just gravel.
Yeah.
Which you just come home, cut to fucking bits. And then we had a little play yard, and the rest was just like fields where we just suck each other's. Suck each other's little balls. Yeah, this is mad, this episode. It's me fucking first beer. To be fair, all that rush before really helped.
Was they getting shat on in the
Have you ever had Rush?
The poppers?
Poppers?
They're fucking class.
They're horrible. They're horrible.
Head rush?
They're not. I mean, unless I don't know, unless you're using them for sexual acts, maybe they're good. But I've only ever had it when all the drugs have run out, and like some girl goes, "I've got some poppers in my purse," and like proper fucking scuzzy drug addicts, she's all go, "Yeah, get it out." Yeah. And we're all like passing this fucking bottle of poppers round.
Nice.
It's disgusting.
Do you know what you're supposed to actually do with them?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Wait, aren't you supposed to leave the lid off in your room?
No, you fucking
leave it on
no,
the
not at
side.
all.
No,
So, like,
I'm
the-
sure,
all
I'm sure it's
the
just
room.
like...
Yeah, you put it up to your nostril, you block one, and you go.
No, that's how you get like the rush off it. But I mean, like for like gay shit.
No, to relax your muscles. Take it from me. you've got to like, bing. You got to power it. You got to snort it like you're snorting coke, if not more.
Well, you would know, so go on.
I just gas mask it. I just gas mask that shit to me face, and like Dennis Hopper in Blue Valentine. I just go, don't look at me.
Just a big bum hole.
There's about 2 people watching this going, I know Blue Valentine. I know that reference.
Yeah, I don't have a fucking clue.
It's a great. Oh mate, it's a horrible film now. So it's David Lynch. He did like Twin Peaks and stuff like that, and Eraserhead, and like really weird, fucking scatty films. But he's amazing, David Lynch. And there's the film he done called Blue Valentine, and I can't remember the actor's name. But he basically falls in love with this kind of prostitute, and then one day he's with this prostitute. She goes, "Shit, you've got to hide in the wardrobe." And he goes, "Why?" And he goes, "Because this gangster's coming who like sleeps with me a lot, and like I'm his favourite. So you like if he sees you in here, he'll kill you." So he has to hide in the wardrobe while this gangster coming in and has sex with the prostitute. And one of his things is he has oxygen. It's just crazily. I mean, it's fucked. If you thought Saltburn or anything like that was bad, like it's disturbing. It's properly disturbing. And that's what he does. He's got this gas mask and he huffs it while she's doing shit to him. He's like, "Don't look at me, bitch," and all. It's fucking crazy. Dennis Hopper, by the way, one of the best actors ever. Amazing. That's for me.
Thanks, man.
That's for me. That's for me. That's for me. Dennis Hopper. You know
Clip
he
that
is.
up.
Yeah. Going viral.
Don't have to. I'm just saying Dennis Hopper's the fucking boy. He is. He was the one he wrote. I'm wasting this on you. I'm wasting all this.
I watched Saltburn.
Hey, did you?
Yeah,
What did
yeah.
you think?
Fine.
He's a fucking knobhead, isn't he? You know?
Fine.
Callum will watch like fucking.
alright.
Callum will like Rugrats Go Wild and be like, actually fucking really good. You know?
Masterpiece.
He's got terrible taste, Callum.
Nah,
Wait, what were you saying about Rugrats Go Wild? That was sick.
Zero great sex, that to me. Rugrats Go Wild. I was waiting for Chucky to ride Tommy Pickles. Like that. Yeah, did you just think it was okay? Yeah.
it was good, yeah.
Do you like the ending?
I don't know why he has to keep getting his dick out.
Because it's a big, crazy, fat Irish cock, Callum. Why do you want to see that? I'm so gay. I am full on gay.
Oh my god.
Do you think it was sick, the end, the fact that like he kind of kills them all and then just has this...
It was cool. Like,
and then the song choice and...
His knob was out.
and of course, the cherry on top.
that vampire bit was rough.
Oh, that was...
That fucked me more than anything.
Yeah.
That got me more than anything.
And then I closed my eyes when I was watching the bit when he was just slurping the water. 'Cause I knew it was coming up, and then the noise. Like,
You gotta watch that. You gotta watch that.
have to watch
You
it.
got to. You got
Why? I don't need
to.
to.
Got to. It's character building. You've got to.
No, too much for me, that. Fuck that.
No, it's great, man. It's yeah. Let's not go into Saltburn again because I'll fucking come.
Back on the vape, yeah? Mad you. What flavour did you go for?
Watermelon.
Gay.
Watermelon.
Imagine I went cock.
all I could see from that when you covered it, just puff.
That's what I said. You know the way it says 3,500 puffs. Yeah. I was gonna edit and go Eddie Fortune is shagged. Shout out to Eddie Fortune.
Oh, Eddie.
He did a great roast. Have you ever done a roast battle?
Nah.
Have you never know? Have you been asked and just declined?
No roast.
I've did 3 roast battles in my life. One was against my first one was against John O'Brien. This like really like not a veteran comedian, but he's in comedy for well longer than me. And I got put against him. And then when Mike Osborne and Monty was doing theirs in Seal Street, I got put against this Glaswegian, and you'd have to like give each other like pitch black secrets. And he never really gave me anything. And I was like telling him like, oh yeah, my dad died when I was young. This happened, this happened. I was giving him gold. And he never really gave me anything. So I was just going off his appearance and stuff like that. And I had these jokes like, John, you look like Philip Seymour Hoffman if he died and then came back to life and then got ALS and stuff like that, like good jokes. And then he just go, because he had that Scottish accent, he just go, "You're the fucking more son," and everyone was like, "Yes, Scottish man." It was horrible. I lost that, which I shouldn't have. One of me, you know the way in roast battles someone just go, "Oh, thank you, blah blah blah," and that's like a joke in a roast battle. It's like, so if you roast me, I'll go, "Oh, thank you," but you know, I went, "Oh, thank you, one of the thumb people from Spy Kids," and that went down so well. And then we're getting off, and Liam Bottom went, "You easily should have won that," and I was like, "I should have, shouldn't I?" And then the second one I did was Kyle Legacy, which I dusted him, and then my third one was with James Allen, our boy James Allen, and he fucking mopped me over the floor, James Allen. He just, because James is so likable and affable, and he's really funny as well, and his jokes were great. And I think maybe it was on my head because I was like a bit like rough around the edges, and I felt like the crowd immediately just went like, "We like him, we don't like you." To me jokes.
That Kyle Legacy one was hilarious when he just turned up in a tux.
That's what so I was sitting. I put the post the picture out the other day. So I was sitting in the beer garden of Phase 1. I'm chatting with someone, just having a bevy, and then I just heard clapping, just like gradual clapping, getting louder and louder. And I've looked at the entrance, and Kyle Legacy's walking in like fucking Rocky in a fucking tuxedo to battle me, to roast battle me. But Kyle was like, "I'm not gonna write a joke, baby. I'm just gonna go off the dome. I don't need to write for you, Keegan. I'll just fucking leather you in front of everyone." I was like, "I'm gonna kill you." I was like, "I'm gonna write the most horrific shit about you possible." And there's a bit in the clip. I'm gonna ask Smiles Eye Club if we can have it, because there's a clip in it where Kyle's like searching for jokes, and you can tell he hasn't got anything, and he goes, So I just watched the podcast to the audience, and I go, "What the fuck is he doing?" And I get really angry. I go, "What is he doing?"
The worst thing about all that was the fact there was so many factors in it. Like, he had a tux on. He died on his ass. The roast was at the start of the show, and Kyle had to go on a table and host the show, so he just completely died in front of everyone, then had to go and sit on a table in front of everyone for a whole like hour and a half of a show. Just it was so fucking awkward, but it's funny as fuck.
I'll tell the Nan one that I did. I was gonna tell it the other episode, but I didn't tell it. But my favourite Kyle joke that I did, and I know he's watching as well, so so my favourite Kyle joke was, bless her heart, but Kyle's nan passed not long ago, but I had a joke about his nan, and I went, "Kyle's got it brilliant relationship with his nan, like I actually envy it. He loves her so much, and they go out and they go on little luncheons together, and they actually go to the same hairdressers and stuff like that." And then I went, "But it's going to be really sad, Kyle, when she gets dementia and starts calling you the M word." And I was like, "I would with that one. I would with that one alone." And he was like, "Let me think of a comeback." Absolutely shut the bed.
Who was it who said his nan looked like Joey Diaz?
Danny Davies.
Your nan looks like Joey Diaz. I was crying.
That's the best thing about a roast, though, man. Is like, especially these comedians, we all know it's in. You can't really take it to heart. You know what I mean? It might be true, and it might really hurt.
Should we do the hot water one, me and you?
Oh yeah.
You've got well too much fucking dirt on me, lad. Just off today. Well too much dirt.
Come on, naked, just see him.
We'll neck each other every round.
I've seen that before. I think it was Joe Lycett. It was like a celebrity one, and Joe Lycett and another comedian went on and went, "Oh, we'll do the opposite, and we'll like compliment each other," and it was shit. It was like it angered me to watch it. I was like, I fucking hate using your comedy.
The only person who's ever fucking smashed that was Andy Samberg. Do you ever watch it?
Oh no, that was the James Franco roast. That was the roast of James Franco, and he does. But Norm Macdonald did the same thing, so it was like an anti-roast. So they weren't really being funny. They were doing shit jokes, and it was I don't know. It was a lot better, weren't it? Norm Macdonald went up and he went. Bob has he was doing Bob Saget's roast, and he went, "Bob has the face of a flower. Cauliflower." That was the level of jokes he was doing. They were really good, man.
Yeah, Andy Samberg one when he done one about God, They roasted God.
Boom, roasted the big man.
Ooh, gotcha. But it was so fucking good. Yeah,
I do love it. I love just something like that makes lighter fire under me to write. Because if I've got a deadline or a subject matter to write about, I think I really like. I think I'm a really good writer when I get something on my mind and I'm like, I've got to write about this.
That's the whole thing though, innit? Like writing, because sometimes like, I need something to happen. Yeah, it's like right. But like I'm the same. If I've got like a deadline or something, like I do better under pressure. When I'm like, oh shit, I've got to actually fucking get something going now. Yeah,
you just get your nose to the grindstone and start being mean about people. It's boss. But it's funny to write roast jokes because you just dig and shit. You know what I mean? You think, what? How can I hate their feelings?
You can loads on me though. I'll just tell you loads.
To be fair, Callum, I've got a bit on you.
I think it would be rough.
But I think we're too close to you can't really. If something was said and it changed the dynamic, you know what I mean?
There'd just be like a partition here. And I'd be like, Liv, tell Keegan I said this.
Yeah, that's definitely on the cards, possibly, isn't it?
Yeah. It would be funny though, wouldn't it, if we just absolutely ruined our friendship?
We probably should. I
think it'll bring us together.
And then just be like, right, don't do that one. Don't do that one. Don't do that one. Yeah.
I think it'd be hilarious. You'd find loads of shit on me.
As I just get that audition tape of you on Greece.
I just play that. I need to find that. You know, I need to message my mate's mum. She's definitely got it.
Just kind of going, nah. Tell me more. Such a gay episode.
Mate, I would absolutely die if you done that. Like, if you shown that video in front of everyone in hot water on the big fucking projector.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine? You're halfway through the most while I just go, projector, please. And it just goes, and you'd be like, there's a go.
You'd be like, I've got a special guest to bring Duncan James out.
Let's be honest, he's doing fuck all as well now. That I watched that back after you told me about that show. I remember I was telling you, and went on YouTube and watched. What a cunt, by the way. That fucking Duncan James was like, I just 15 minutes of fame with a shit fucking boy bands that were like crap, you know what I mean? Blue or Westlife or one of them.
Blue, I think it was
Blue, yeah, like an awful boy band that just pandered to fucking young idiot girls, you know what I mean? And like the swagger he had of like, I know what I'm talented. It's like, man, you can barely fucking belt a tune yourself. Like, I hate that. Watching that really wound me up. The fact that this bear from Loose Women and Duncan fucking James is like, I'm gonna tell these kids what talent is. It's like, and you want Loose Women, and what the fuck do you do now? Didn't you used to shag the Iceland woman? You know? That's what he's best known for now, shagging the Iceland woman.
I love how angry you get with him.
I do like, because I think about it.
Because you fancy him, yeah. Off from a fight.
I'm gonna pull his hair. I want to pull his fucking hair when I see him.
I want to whisper sweet things in his ear. If they were naughty, like.